Hello, and welcome to this quick look into differentiation through learning style and responsive strategies. Today, we're going to take a look at homework and modifying homework so students can be more successful. Using the individualized homework prescriptions, students can learn how to differentiate for themselves, a vital skill that they can take with them throughout their schooling. Equally valuable is students' enlightenment regarding how they learn. Regardless of students' learning styles and pedagogical strategies used, students' individual learning styles enable them to learn and realize nothing is wrong with others who learn in any particular style. But rather, everyone learns differently. I observe learners demonstrate increased levels of patience knowing that, though one activity wasn't their preferred mode of working, it was appropriate for a peer. They recognized why I made certain instructional decisions and that the time would come for their preferred mode of learning, which enhanced classroom management and a sense of community and teamwork in our classroom. Understanding how classmates learned led to a heightened sense of compassion and acceptance of diversity among the students. A little extra initial effort made my job easier in the end. Professors Reeder and Kenneth Dunn have done years of research and writing about their observations in the classroom. What they saw was some students like working alone, while others like having the teacher nearby. They hypothesized that environmental, emotional, sociological, and physical elements contribute to the learning environment and therefore to different students' individual ways of learning. The takeaway was that teachers ought to provide a range of strategies to address all of those styles and make learning more efficient. Environmental. Ask questions like where students prefer to do their learning. Is it in a cool and quiet place or somewhere with lots of throw pillows or mood lighting? Emotional. This includes elements like levels of motivation and responsibility, how much the student conforms and pursues a task until it is done, and what sort of structures are helpful for the learner. Sociological. This just has to do with how the student works best, on his or her own, in pairs, in a group, according to a certain pattern, or with more or less guidance from the teacher. Physiological. This is all about how the body responds to the learning task. That means that some students are more alert at certain times of day based on whether they had eggs or chocolatey cereal for breakfast. It also draws from other learning styles to ask whether the learner is visual, auditory, or kinesthetic to understand whether things like music, art, or dancing all over the room will help the student get the lesson down. Psychological. The psychological element refers to how the learner processes and responds to information and ideas. Is this learner analytic and good with numbers, or global, preferring to see the big picture? Is he or she reflective, taking quiet time to puzzle out the answer, or impulsive and shooting that hand up in the air? The idea for applying the done learning style to the classroom is that you pay attention to each of these elements and try to alter the environment to suit your students. Let's take a look at the model.